So I'm about to pick up my meds pretty soon. It's ready. I mean, and just leaving this dump, like, I remember even after 5:40, sometimes when I would still be here, there will still be some people out here just like trying to get some work done. When the actual employee capacity was normal. Heck, I remember Juan told me, Juan, the guy I played ping pong with, Juan Rangel. He's he lives in Santa Ana, and no, wait, not Santa Ana. Sorry, Garden Grove. I know he's married too. He's now him and his wife got a kid. Shout out to him. Hope he's doing well. I know that I think he's working in Huntington Beach, if I'm not mistaken. So I remember Juan told me that the employee capacity used to be like almost 60, and so, but for it to be this much, and I've said it, like I don't understand how it can be so dead silent every single day like this, from start to finish. After 4 p.m., it's just worse. It's like I'm in a library. Nobody's even talking. It's like this every single day. This is exactly one of the reasons, or one of the factors that contributes to my severe anxiety, because all I'm thinking about are my home problems. My problems at home, my problems elsewhere, my friend circle problems. You know what I'm saying? Just more home problems though. But I mean, those are both of my issues. But come on, man. Like, just sometimes when I walk out of the building, I only see 2 cars in the parking lot, mine and some other coworker. That's it. This is how god awful this place has gotten, that for as long as the same company president is still running this polished turd, this place will never change for the better. It just won't, dude. I mean, anybody, I know Lisa is sub to my channel here. I know she'll definitely agree. This place, for as toxic as it has been, I mean, hell, everyone that has just left, and even the ones who are still here, I'm talking about the guys that actually care to want to leave this dump, know that there's no hope. There's absolutely no hope, no potential change. And speaking of potential, it's all the company president's fault why a lot of these people left, and he's responsible for not maximizing their potential. He's not maximizing them for their potential, dude. Not maximizing none of, like a lot of these people, and even the ones like myself. I mean, what is he doing? Like, still operating this place? What is he still doing at 80 something years old? Stubborn as hell, man. He's just too stubborn. He won't retire, and he won't let any of the managers retire. He won't even let the HR retire. They've been here all too long. You don't think they would get tired? And it seems like these same 3 managers who once upon a time have called out the salespeople or the sales team for not making enough sales, when the real problem was the goddamn inflation. You know, it's like all they care about is making calls, making outgoing calls, this and that. They got no sense into making this place better. They're all about quantity versus quality. Well, guess what? The quantity of the employee capacity went down because of the company president that's still working there, running the place, and keeping those same managers who just don't give a damn other than themselves. I'm sorry, man. I'm telling it like it is. How is anyone supposed to believe that this place is going to change for the better? I mean, how much hope do we all have left? I know I've lost so much objectivity for that place for the last couple of years. You know, for a lot of the people that have been here since I got hired, I think there's only been like maybe a one or two. I'm talking about guys like Armando next to me, also a graphic designer. Like it's only him and like one of the purchasing agents, or one of the purchasing the purchaser accountant, whatever that role is called, the purchaser, who's been there for what, like 8 years. The rest of them are just it's just been there for more than 10 years. They're all the lifers, man. The guys that stuck around for only like 5 or less years. Lagos recently. Lisa. Rico. Although Rico got me the job. Juan. Kathleen. Paula. Ted. Francisco. Ramen. JP. I mean, I can name so many more if I have to. I mean, you don't see none of these dudes stay for like at least more than 5 years. Well, why would they? Why should they? When they already know what to expect, like over time, it wouldn't even take them less than a year. It would even less than a year, they'll already start figuring things out about what that dump is. You know, I just rambled on about this dump too much, dude. Let me get straight to this topic, man. This is like, I'm gonna be honest. I told the group chat, one of the group chats. I'm not back in all of them yet. I'm only back in a couple. That it's gonna be a while until I have a good year. I've said it. It's what the title says. You know, not in exact words, but you know, I'm saying it right now. It's gonna be a while until I have a good year. I'm dead serious when I say that. Why, you ask? I already said it in one of my older videos, where I officially declared that 2020, just last month, that 2025 is already my worst year. Overlapping 2024, that used to be my worst year. That overlapped 2023, that used to be my worst year. Sadly, when I look at both of those years, like those last couple of years, I thought 2023, I mean, I know how adventurous my summer was, you know, to an extent. But, you know, nevertheless, it was still a pretty bad year. I mean, I know Mari was not around for that summer when I started doing my shoot-around gaming system, you know, games. Like turning into a gaming system now, right? Turning into games that matter. She wasn't around at that time, you know, and I still made the most of my summer. You know, I want to actually have a video on that later on if I do get a chance to it, because I'm going to talk about, you know, how, you know, like the years when I started the shoot around, like I'm talking about these 3 years when I started the shoot around game system, and you know, where I would talk about when Mari wasn't around, like life was still decent. You know, even my summer was pretty decent. It was pretty adventurous for the most part. In 2023, despite her not being around on Facebook and all that, just her presence just wasn't there. And then once she started coming back, you know, as I continue doing this, suddenly, like, she's starting to make an impact. I'm mainly gonna start referring to just last year, last season, and even this year, and where I currently stand. And like, despite like her making that impact, as to me, just winning more games with her presence. Outside of that, it's like my issues are like, I got so many life issues, like, outside of the court, and like, yes, I won in Hermosillo Park, and that was one of my best games I ever played. Being up and then being down, being up big, being down big, and throwing up that 4-pointer, being down 4, just praying that it would go in, which it did, and eventually closing out the game with 3 consecutive turnaround jumpers. One of the best games I ever played. I've always had tight games when I'm in Hermosillo Park. I remember that time, was it last year, when I needed that one free throw because I was tied and it was only 4 seconds left, and I missed all of my free throws. So yeah, like, this is one of the best games I ever played, and obviously I know she was around. I mean, we just talked like earlier this morning. Obviously very concerned with my well-being. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in detail, about the difference in 2023 and just this year and last year, where Mari was present during my shoot-around season and all throughout, versus last year, 2023, when she wasn't around for most of the summer. When I started this, and my life was still pretty decent. I didn't have as many issues, and I myself didn't have as much mental health issues then, anxiety, and compared to where it is now, and even last year, where I feel like I've gone out less. So that's where my outside issues were starting to pick up. Aside from the fact that Mari was out here, and just really her presence just helping me to win a lot of these games. You know what I'm saying? So the Lucky Charm is there on the basketball court, but it's right now, like, it's not balancing out with my life outside of the basketball court. And it's just sad. Like I said, with my 2025 year already officially the worst year, and to see me with 4 straight bad years already. Just think about that. Let that sink in for a hot minute. 4 straight bad years. I get it if somebody had a bad year, and it's like, yeah, you know what? It's painful, but it would not be so hard to come back from that. It's like, yeah, 1 bad year, I can definitely bounce back. But when it's 4 straight like this, that's a major concern. That itself already told me it's gonna be a while until I have a good year again. And why, you ask? I got a lot of rebuilding to do. Like Nathan told me, I got to rebuild my faith. I myself got to rebuild my heart. I got to rebuild my life. Of all the expectations I've had these past couple of years, where I needed to get a new job, and despite the interviews I had, even 3 of them that were late in September last year, and even like in the beginning, like on my birthday, and in 2022, like those years when I had several interviews, that to me was about the best chance that I can get. It was the best chance for me. But the thing is, I'm still in the same workplace to this day. And things are just not getting better and better. I mean, I just have less activity to just deal with there. I told you, I don't even feel like I'm in an actual workplace. And when I'm seeing, like, it's one thing if I'm ready in a new job and I still have my issues outside of work, but hell, it would have felt different for me because I would have had a much stronger mindset, knowing that not only would I be more challenged. I've said this on my Facebook too, that like when I have a new job, obviously my life will change for the better, and that it would motivate me to have a challenging mindset. I'm more, to challenge myself even better, to improve my self-control. Tristan said it to me a long ass time ago. I needed to have very strong self-control, and it needs to apply even in the most stressful of situations. Well, now I've come across that, and we're not even friends anymore either. It's just, this is the sad reality I'm facing, because now that it's like 4 straight bad years, and it's going to be a while until I have a good year again. Let's just be real about this. Because even if I were to make this year better, I can only make it at best decent. Which I know, as I foresee this summer going forward, and all the way into the fall, with where I'm at, there's just no way in hell, man. There's just no way in hell. How can I? If these issues are going to continue like this. Look how much I've struggled mentally. It's only getting worse. I've been told I got severe anxiety. I've been told I got mild depression. I've been told I got too much anger and frustration that it's led to all of this. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, how much more suffering can this world ask from me? I'm already doing well on the basketball court, with my record for my shoot-around season being a drastic improvement from what it was last year. And there's just really no balance. My life is a major struggle. I'm losing in life. But on the basketball court, I'm winning. You know what? I'm already seeing some people just starting to roast me that, well, Mari is your best friend. Is this your number one friend? Like, well, she helps you on the basketball court, then how come she can't help you with life? Nah, my life is different. You know what I mean? Like, outside of the basketball court, this is like my life issues within itself. It takes more than one step, and for me, it's just a heavy load to try to overcome. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of things that I just can't overcome. And as frustrating as it's already been, it's why I have a hard time just having a good year. I'm already having a hard time just trying to trying to bounce back, and I already know I can't bounce back. Pretty soon I'm going to be 0-6. Hey, boss. When he joked around saying I was going to go 0-12 last year, who knows that this year I might even get to that. It might be a possibility now, because I didn't want to believe him last year, and I started to have my first good month, which is June. You know, despite the fallout I had with Robbie, and which I talked about. You know, but you know, like this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at, folks. But yeah, dude, it is what it is, man. It's just, I'm just too stressed out. I mean, I'm not really all that depressed, but, you know, I may just not realize it when I feel like I might have some mild depression, but it's just more anxiety at this point. This is where I'm at, dude. I'm just sick of it. I told you, all this could have been avoided if I already had a new job. And had I known sooner, had I thought sooner, you know what? It's just a lot of regrets, man. My life is already going downhill. So like I said, it's going to be a while until I have a good year, just knowing I got a lot of rebuilding to do. My faith, my heart, myself, my self-image, you know, I gotta do things different. Because apparently with a lot of what I'm doing, especially with some of these routines that I've been trying so hard to do, especially when it means, even if it means a new job, it's not working. It's not working, okay? It's not gonna work that way anymore. So, like I said, I gotta rebuild. So, this is all I'm gonna go at. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. So anyways, I'm gonna cut it. See y'all later.